Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday edition of This Day. Are you feeling Saturday yet? I'm feeling it. I'm at the desk, as always. It's June 7th. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us today. Going to get to the show right now. Let's go right to it. We got a great one for you. We want to welcome on the show. First up is going to be the new Jet Set's very own Matt Johnson. He's going to be talking about the kind of jazz twist they put on a lot of Disney tunes that you'll recognize and their kind of interpretation of it. It's a really fun concerts coming up here in the Village, and you're going to want to look forward to getting the dates and times on that one. And then Cirque du Soleil Echo is in town. They're over at the Laguna Hills Mall parking lot, and we're going to talk to the show star Luana Seclet Monchat. I hope I did that well. Bree's got a conversation with her about the show, the performance that she's doing, and kind of the theme around the whole Echo performance that is coming this year. I've seen the show. It's a fantastic show. You're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to want to hear this interview, and then maybe get yourself some tickets to the show later on. All right, let's take a look at our important information. We got Stay Informed. It's United Mutual. They have a big board meeting coming up. It's going to be their town hall. Board of Directors is inviting folks from United to join their town hall. It's going to be on June 13th. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and it's over at the Performing Arts Center in Clubhouse 3. Make sure you get out there and tell the board members what's going on in your community, some concerns you might have. It's a great way for you to visit with them and talk to them more informally than they have their regular board meetings. So there you go. Let's take a quick check of our weather, and we got some nice temperatures for this weekend. We're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. We're going to have the morning clouds, and we're shifting over to mostly sunny today, and then mostly sunny tomorrow, a little less marine layer, mostly sunny on Sunday as well. Then we got the same kind of temperatures going on for Monday, Tuesday, and then a little bit cooler on Wednesday. You're going to see a little bit of a cool down. Maybe the June gloom arrives and comes back in a little bit. But really a nice break from a lot of the clouds we've been having, and some sunny afternoons for sure here in Laguna Woods. Sunrise and sunset, and we got a beautiful kind of cactus leaf hours going on here over in Bucks Canyon in Corona Del Mar. Thank you very much, Danny Henson, for sending this picture to us. Really beautiful blooms there. Sunrise this morning was 5:40. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:59. And if you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to use it, just like we used the one there in the beautiful Bucks Canyon. Make sure you email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the new Jet Set Band's leader, Matt Johnson. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Matt Johnson, and I can't wait to bring the new Jet Set and Swingin' the Disney Songbook to your beautiful theater. It's an engaging, retro-cool jazz tribute to the beloved songs from Disney's most memorable animated feature films. This virtuosic musical presentation is enhanced by multimedia images and vintage film clips from Disney's original animated classics, including Snow White, Cinderella, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, and The Jungle Book, as well as some contemporary instant classics, including Toy Story, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Coco, and so many more, all delivered with a retro modern jazz flair like you've never heard before. Fun for the whole family. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll definitely be tapping your toes when the new Jet Set presents Swingin' the Disney Songbook.
Big show coming up at the Performing Arts Center is going to be Matt Johnson and the new Jet Set, and we just happen to have Matt Johnson right here in the studio.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Good to see you.
So I want to start off a little bit with the new Jet Set, folks, and what you guys do. It's kind of a Disney thing you guys are going to be doing for us?
Yes, yeah. We have a show called Swingin' the Disney Songbook, and that's what we're bringing to your beautiful PAC next week. And it's a show that has re-envisioned Disney music through the lens of classic American jazz.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. It's kind of a reimagined, kind of a new kind of arrangement of the music, right?
Correct. Yeah. The new Jet Set the title kind of lends itself to that mid-century Vegas in the 60s. There you go, that cool luxury lifestyle, like you all live here at Laguna Woods.
Exactly.
And so we play music in that style.
Okay.
And so we took the Disney Songbook and chose our favorites and just sort of reworked them a little bit to put them in that style. But the show itself is a multimedia, fully immersive experience, and fun for all ages.
So is the multimedia, are you showing clips from old Disney films of this song? Okay, so you're showing that, you're reminding folks where these came from and that kind of thing? Okay.
Well, I'm specifically reminding them because what I like to do as the host of the show is give a little, sort of pull the curtain back, give a little behind the scenes insights, either into the music or the movies that they came from. A little bit of, it's not so much trivia as it is American history, and we feature a lot of Disney firsts. So a lot of songs that were Academy Award winners, a lot of songs that came from groundbreaking animated films for one reason or the other. But anyway, we take you on a little journey besides just playing the music.
All right, let's leave the jet set folks behind for a second. Let's find out, who is Matt Johnson? Where did this start? Did you always have this kind of musical inclination as you were growing up?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I've played music my whole life. There were, my older siblings played music in school. I studied music in school. I joined a local drum and bugle corps when I was 10 years old and enjoyed that activity. When my friends were all playing Little League, I was marching in parades all around Southern California, and chose to continue studying music. I studied commercial music in college, and then made my first audition for the Walt Disney Company, and I never looked back.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so for 15 years, starting in '79, I was full-time Disney cast member, playing shows in and around what we used to just call Disneyland, but it's now the Disneyland Resort.
Right.
I took 20 years off to raise a couple of kids, and since 2013, I've been back, both working in the park on shows, as well as supplying bands for special events.
So you're a Disney file. So this stuff really is a tribute. I mean, this is something you love, grew up with, and have immersed yourself in?
I grew up in the city of Orange, and yes, to your point, I grew up in the city of Orange. We watched Angel Stadium built, the 57 freeway.
You listen to the Disneyland fireworks show at night?
We could see it from our roof.
Okay, there you go.
You know, I mean, back when there wasn't a building taller than 4 stories between us, we could see it every night. So yeah, Disney was quite influential, and then having the opportunity to work there right out of college, I just fell in love with being able to perform for so many people that were just happy to be entertained, and then had the opportunity. Actually, the new jet set came from an opportunity to supply music for a special event that was during the 100 years of animation. It was a couple summers ago.
Okay.
And
you kind of said, hey, what if we put a band around this, reimagine some Disney stuff?
And they were just looking for background jazz, and I said, well, I've got a great jazz group, but how about we do an evening of Disney songs? And it was really well received, and we sort of took it on the road after that.
Now, you're so prolific. Are you playing a number of instruments in this band?
I am the drummer and the host. Yes.
Okay. So you're just doing the drummer.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were on the sax or anything like that.
No, but I do lead it from the drum chair, and it's quite intimate. I mean, the show, even in a large performing arts center, it's quite intimate. And I have a conversation just like this with the audience.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's kind of a story time thing, or you like you say, you pull back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah, just enough to just sort of entice people, rather than say, and now we're going to play, When You Wish Upon a Star. Then as soon as you say that, then everybody has an idea of what that is. Everyone has an opinion about that. But I like to tell a little story. When You Wish Upon a Star happened to be the first song that ever won an Academy Award for Best Song in a Motion Picture.
Good old Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So when you started putting this together, did you start to discover things about the Disney songs and the songbook that you did not know yourself?
I did indeed, yeah. I did a little research, and I mean, the whole idea was to craft a show. So I did the research on the songs, and I worked with my musical director, Chris Barron, who did all the original arrangements, and we literally sat side by side of the piano and had the Disney songbook organized in alpha and then organized by movie, and we just started pointing and picking and choosing, and experimenting with the original style of the song, and then thinking, well, this one doesn't really lend itself to jazz. How could we make it something? So it was a collaborative experience.
There's some you say, hey, have you rotate in different ones? Or
We do have some.
Okay.
We have,
because there's so many to shoot.
Right.
I mean, it's decades and decades of Disney songs.
well, and they're all original arrangements, so we're not just playing the melodies.
Right.
So we have created over 2 hours of original arrangements of recognizable, memorable, classic Disney anthems. But this is a 90-minute show, so we do rotate some through. And the reason we rotate them through is because we want to have a nice show arc. One song leads to another, and we want to have sort of an up and down.
Kind of an album feel, like the old days of when somebody put together an album to have a feel that transitions to the next song.
We don't want to play a bunch of fast songs or start with a slow song. So the show has a very enjoyable arc to it.
What do you hope people come away with after they see this performance?
Well, it's interesting. It doesn't matter how old you are. You have an emotional connection to the music, whether you think of that the music that way or not. I hope people just come away. Well, I've seen it happen. They just come away happy and they're grateful. People come up and they say, "Oh my goodness, I had completely forgotten about this song or that movie." And they are really very emotional. It's emotional for me to see that feedback that I get from people. They really, really are connected to this music because of how Disney has been a part of their life.
Right. Now you mentioned When You Wish Upon a Star, I think it was like 1939 that movie came out or something like that.
Pinocchio. Yeah, it actually won the Academy Award in 1941.
Okay, so somewhere
it might
around
have been
there.
released in 40.
Right. So what's the most modern Disney song you have in there? 'Cause there's such a gamut of decades.
Right. We play Randy Newman's "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Toy Story.
That's fantastic.
Which came from a groundbreaking movie. That was the very first Pixar and Disney collaboration. They were two separate companies. And it was also the first feature-length animated film to be 100% computer generated.
Right.
So, and then the "You've Got a Friend in Me" was nominated for Best Song in a Motion Picture, but it was Colors of the Wind that took home the Oscar that night from Pocahontas. And so we do that as well. We do Remember Me from Coco. So that's kind of getting more
that's a great one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I forgot about Coco.
Yeah,
right. I love it.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that Thanksgiving many years ago, but that was that's a wonderful
2017
one.
I think is that, but I'm not sure if we do one more current than that.
Okay.
But yeah, we're always thinking of new ones to put in.
So what do you love most about doing this? I mean, obviously you're a Disney fan from back in the day, all the way through. You worked there. What is it about the show that you just like? Man, I love this part, or I love doing.
Well, it's many things, but it's and I've mentioned a couple of them. The collaborative experience with my colleagues. These musicians are virtuosic, and they're also very charismatic entertainers on top of it. So to have put together an ensemble of that level is very gratifying, and the joy that I feel just from sharing the stage with those individuals night after night, whom I love and who deliver, moment after moment of memorable musical performances. And I love knowing that people just love this music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and clearly it's important to me that the Disney relationship has been important to me.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you've heard from Matt. You've seen some clips. Now it's time to go to the show and experience the whole thing. It's going to be Matt Johnson and the new Jet Set. They're going to be presenting Swinging the Disney Songbook. It's going to be Saturday, June 14th, over at the Performing Arts Center, 7:30 p.m. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're watching ThisDay, folks. We'll be right back with more.
We all have the power to shape the world. We're connected to the world we share, to each other. I am future. I wait in the world of Echo.
Echo, the spectacular new show by Cirque du Soleil, opens May 23rd under the Big Top at Laguna Hills Mall. Tickets at cirquedusoleil.com.
The world is yours to create.
Echo thanks its official partner, Air Canada.
Cirque du Soleil's newest Big Top show, Echo, is coming to Laguna Hills. Joining me today is Luana Ciclet Moncho, who plays the character of Mother Nature in Echo. Luana, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you with us.
Nice to meet you.
This is just a tiny little portion of the amazing acrobatic performances that Luana will have for you at the show. Come on up. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Luana, you grew up basically between Big Top canvases and your grandfather
Yeah.
and your father, both being in the circus.
Yes. So my grandfather was a street performer. He was a fire spitter and had a monkey. And then my dad became a circus artist. He taught me his discipline, which is the Washington trapeze. So I really start circus at home, and he teach me everything I'm doing quite in the show right now.
So your father followed your grandfather's footsteps.
Yes.
But your grandfather never performed in the circuses, did he?
I mean, he was more an entertainer than a performer in a way that he was having the attitude in the street of playing music, but he was not like an athlete. Then my dad became really an athlete that wanted to do acrobatics.
And do you think that was stemmed from your grandfather's street performances?
Oh yeah, for sure, because when you grow up in the circus, you meet the people, you have the energy, you can't get away from it.
It's just in your blood.
Yeah,
which
I think so.
Probably explains why you, at such a young age, took a liking. How old were you when you took your first few steps on a circus stage?
Oh, I was not even one.
Not even one?
Yeah, I had my first costume and performing with my dad, doing few apparitions. And then when I was a teenage, at 14 years old, I decided to really commit and train every day with him, because to do circus and perform, it's like any physical activities. You have to really train a lot to access to a high level. So when I committed at 14 years old, I never stopped.
And did you have any resistance from your mom since she was in the medical field?
I mean, my mom is super proud and happy. She encouraged me in every project. She's also really attracted by the circus world. She's making costumes. She's doing the paper of the company for my dad. So she's super proud and happy for me. And also to please both of them, I did my physiotherapy school. So I graduate and I'm a physiotherapist on the side. So like this, I have the both of my two parents.
You know, I would imagine that understanding and having that degree in physical therapy, you would really get a sense of what the body is doing when you're forcing it into these acrobatic performances.
Yes.
I mean, you have a really an understanding of the muscular system, right?
It's really interesting. It's helping for every day doing some prevention exercise and understanding the body, but at the same time, it's really with the time that you learn how the body gonna react, how I wish to do this job as long as I can and do like my dad being 56 and still stand on my head. This is my only wish.
Oh, well, I'm sure that will be granted very easily. So tell us about your experience with Cirque du Soleil. How long have you been with them?
So I was first contacted by Cirque du Soleil in 2019 for a project called Under the Same Sky, which was the project of Echo, but just before the pandemic. And then, as you all know, we were months of opening the show, and pandemic happened, so my dream completely fell off.
Oh no.
I did other projects, I did some cabaret in Germany and other circus performances. And then when they called me back in 2021, 2022, they say, we're gonna start the project again, it's gonna be another name, gonna be Echo, but if you want, you could still be the main protagonist with the trapeze act like we were working on. So for sure, I said like, yes, for sure, I come back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And during those years where we had our time off, did you continue performing anywhere, or did you just stay in shape by doing it in your studio?
I decided to stay mainly in Montreal at first, and in Montreal, I performed with some friends. We create a show in the street on the top of a car because the people were locked down in their apartment. And we decided to perform on the top of the car, like doing deambulation for the people on the balconies. So we did like a project that was really, it was a need. For me, stop performing, stop creating was the worst thing that could ever happen. So even if we were having a lot of restriction, I tried to find a way to still keep doing it. So I did this, and then we had the chance to go to Europe. I see my family in France, and Germany was not closing theaters because this is dining theaters.
Oh, okay.
So they were considered as restaurants. Sure. So I had the chance to work for a year and a half in the cabaret in Germany while everything was stopped.
Wow, that's very innovative of you.
I was lucky.
Yes. So tell us about your character. You are Mother Nature in Echo. How did that evolve?
So, more simply than Mother Nature, I think it can be this to an extent, but like the character is a young woman that is all the time with her dog, Iwei. She's connected to the world, to the nature. She has a certain empathy that make her connect, I feel, deeper with humanity. And she discover a whole world, and she take action into it, and some actions gonna lead to some consequences that she gonna try to correct with the help of the animals to recreate a better world, if I can say.
Right. So how does that relate to the title Echo? Where does echo come from?
The echo have many meanings, but like it's mostly the ripple effect of an action. So when you do an action, it has so many repercussions, and a small action can have big repercussion. And so this is really a metaphor about the action that the human can take and the consequence that it can have on the world.
So how do you want the audience to feel after they've seen your show?
I think the best comment for me is when something say, you touch me, in the way that I love that the people feel emotions. They're gonna laugh. I hope they're gonna also cry. They're gonna be touched by the story. They're gonna connect with the story somehow, with their own life, with their own story. So this is the main goal for us, to make them live emotions.
That's fantastic. I love that. So do you go back home to Montreal after here, or do you tour on?
We tour on. I'm engaged with a Brazilian, so we go in Brazil. We go see my family in France. We are touring in North America, so we are on the road like quite all the time.
Well, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to be here with us today.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you, Luana. Appreciate you being here.
That's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, folks, Cirque du Soleil, May 23rd through June 29th. Tickets are available now. Go get them and see this lovely young lady perform as Mother Nature. You're watching ThisDay on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
21 years ago, I started Sayless Home Care because I saw a need for a professionally run home care organization in Laguna Woods. I wanted to build on 3 principles. 1, ease for the client. One call to Sayless Home Care will put you on the right path. 2, quality. Medicare ranks Sayless among the highest home health and hospice providers in the state. 3, trust. We've been in business for 21 years. Call Sayless and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County.
Technology is always moving forward, and sometimes we need to move with it. If you're a resident of Laguna Woods Village still using a ComLine or FEA email address, it might be time to make the switch. Services like Gmail offer more flexibility and convenience. Access your emails anytime, anywhere, whether you're on your phone, laptop, or tablet. Stay connected no matter where life takes you. Make the switch today and keep your inbox at your fingertips.
Your eyes let you see the world, every smile, every sunset, every moment.
At Harvard Eye Associates, our team of specialists is here to protect your vision.
From cataracts and glaucoma to retina and cornea care, we offer the latest treatments with a compassionate touch.
For over 50 years, you've trusted us with your eyes. We're honored to care for them for years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
All right, folks, let's talk Saturday movie. We got a classic one from 1993. It is Clint Eastwood at his finest. It's In the Line of Fire, and it is brought to us by Hogue. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's Secret Service agent Frank Horrigan couldn't save Kennedy when he was on his detail back in the 60s, but he's determined not to let a clever assassin take out the president he's currently guarding. So there you go. It's a great movie. I saw it back in the theater back in the 1990s. I'm old. There you go. I'm old. Let's take a check of our weather before we head out here. And we got the cloudies in the morning, but then we're going to be clearing up to mostly sunny skies in this afternoon and 76 degrees. Then we got mostly sunny on Sunday, 77 degrees. So the marine layer isn't going to be sticking around just as much. And then Monday, same thing. Tuesday, the same thing. And then Wednesday, probably a little bit of a return of the marine layer. Clouds in the morning to afternoon sunshine and 73 degrees. All right, Monday on the program, Advanced Ear Care is going to be here, as well as the Bridge Club, and Bree will be talking to them. I'm gone next week, folks, so I don't know what we're going to do here for the Saturday Desk routine. Make sure we fill in Bree on how this happens here, but I'll be off vacationing in Europe, and I'll be back the week after next, so I'll be back before you know it. Please, no tears. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.